everyone, welcome to Fast Talk with Sai. I'm your host Cecil. This is the space where we keep it real, keep it fast, and dive into powerful conversations about faith, business, mindset, and personal growth. Whether you're a busy mom, a dreamer, or just someone ready for more, we are here to inspire you with real stories from real people. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's jump in. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live. So, if you're hopping on, or say hi in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. So, today is special, of course, because I'm joined by my amazing business partners, Vanessa and Mars. We're not here to impress anyone. We're here to share real wins, real growth, and real breakthroughs. So, our topic is going to be sharing wins, breakthrough, and testimonies. So, stay tuned with us. And of course, before we dive in, I want you to, Vanessa, you can start, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vanessa from Portugal, and I'm a mom of one daughter. And I'm a business owner and a partnership manager as well. So I'm here today to share with you a very nice conversation with my business partners, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you, Cecil.
Thank you, Vanessa. And Mars?
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Mars. I am in Nashville, Tennessee, originally from Hawaii, by the way. I'm a mom of three. I have a beautiful chocolate Labrador. Her name is Miley. She's another baby. I am. I work. I have a job. Also an esthetician, which I do on the side, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. So I have a lot of good things on my plate. And I'm so happy and excited that you're here with us to join us and listen to what we get to share today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mars. And of course, before we dive in, I want to introduce myself too. I'm the host today, Cecil. I'm mom of three. For those that don't know me, maybe this is your first time. So yes, I live in Maryland, USA, originally from the Philippines, and also I have a traditional business and a proud digital business owner. And let me say this first: a win doesn't have to be big to matter. Sometimes showing up when you wanted to quit is the win. All right. So, yeah, so let's just set the intention. All right. So, like I said, this live is for anyone who feels like their progress is small or invisible. We want you to see that every step forward counts, okay? And your story, no matter where you are, is powerful. So, yes, so we are going to talk about, we're gonna go to share our testimony, our small wins, our personal breakthrough, and like a team success. So, the first question: what is one small win or breakthrough you've experienced recently in this business or in your personal growth? Mars?
Hi, yes. So, one small win that's been helping me with my personal growth and my business is honestly the word consistency. Consistency is key as we share, right? Because you have to, for me, you have to always show up doing things all the time to see results. So, a good example, I started working out since April, and I'm inspired by a lot of the people that I work out with. Like, literally, they go and work out 6 days a week. And so, the challenge that I told myself is if they can do it, I can do it. Now, I don't work out 6 days a week, but I do work out at least at the most 4 times a week, which is actually really really good and challenging. For most people, they probably go maybe 3 or 2 times a week. But because I started doing it consistently, that now it's almost like I want to do it. My body is telling me, okay, Mars, you need to go work out. And working out is really good for your mind, your body. It really helps with stress, and it helps me get stronger. And by doing that, it just makes me feel better about myself from the inside out. So that's my experience in my small wins, and the word consistent is key. Thank you.
Thank you, Mars. That's true. I mean, for me, that's the power of consistency. And Vanessa, one small, what's one small win or breakthrough you've experienced recently?
Yes. Well, my small win, it's to keep me motivated to do things, because sometimes I just be I I don't know if the upset is the right words, but it's like I postponed the things to do, and lately I'm working on myself to keep motivated with my business, my job, everything, and my personal life as well. And I'm working as well on my personal growth, um, to be able to observe more what is happening around me and to be able to listen people, because I think it's a very good exercise. Listen the others, and of course, be grateful for everything I have in my life. So this has been a small win for me, because I'm seeing the world and the people with a different eyes, which helped me a lot. So yeah, this is my small win. Thank you, Cecil.
Thank you, Vanessa. That's true. Mars said, consistency, and then Vanessa is the motivation. I think that comes together, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my small win. I'm grateful for, my consistency, because I used to before. I used to wait until everything felt perfect, because I'm like, I want to make sure that it's done right. I'm always
Yeah.
like that. But now I show up even when it's not comfortable, like doing live. I mean, before I'm not comfortable doing that, but because of my consistency and my motivation, nope, I'm gonna do this, and I don't need to be perfect. And I know the people that watching us, they would see the authentic, and I think that's the important. You're authentic. So that alone has been a breakthrough for me, and I overcome that fear. And of course, we're going to talk about that in the next question. So, what challenge did you overcome to get this win, and what did it teach you about yourself? How about let's start with Vanessa. What's recent win or like the challenge that you overcome?
Yeah. I think one thing that's helped me a lot to get these small wins, it's waking up and smile. As soon as I wake up, smile and tell to myself that I will have a wonderful day with a lot of good things in this day, and that this day will be perfect and better than it was the day before. So, and the challenge is to keep these moods along the day. But it's really important, because if you want to keep motivated, you need to keep yourself happy, with a happy smile, with a happy face, and a positive mindset. And I can guarantee you that your day will be much better. Instead of you complaining and being upset, just focus on the good things and think, observe. Instead of be impulsive, just check around, see everything, and then take an informed decision about what is happening with you. So it has been a very good challenge for me. Thank you, Cecil.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing that. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
And Mars, what about you? What did you have to push through to experience the your breakthrough?
Okay. So earlier I was talking about working out as my consistency. So I realized that working out was because I was doing it consistently, that I can do other things now consistently. And I want to share about my experience about my online business and what has overcame in this for my win. And so doing my online business, I learned to be consistent in doing that, and it didn't matter what people I just had to stop and say it doesn't matter what people think of what I say or do, because they're gonna watch me no matter what. And so what I had to stop comparing myself also with other people, and what really matters is that I was honest and present and willing to do it. And so the more I did it, it was almost kind of like, okay, you know what? I did it today. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow and the day after, and so on and so forth. And so it was making myself understand that a scripture I'd like to share is that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And yeah, that was what I overcame. Stop comparing and basically just kept going. And the more you do, you just get better at it. So thank you.
Thank you, Mars. That's so beautiful. That's true. You know what? Like you mentioned about comparing yourself to others. You have to stop that. That's true because that's a distraction, you know? You have to stop that comparing your others because their journey is different than your journey, right? So I love that. For me, the challenge I had to overcome was the self doubt. Like I said earlier, I don't want to speak in the live, public, because I have this doubt. Like, no, I'm not good enough. I'm not a good public speaker and all that. But you know what? You don't have to be good enough. You don't have to be perfect. And I had to stop listening to the voice that said you're not ready, that I'm not good enough, you're not ready. I had to stop listening on that voice. And then I started trusting the process. I started trusting God. Um, whatever the journey or whatever He has, uh, He's doing something. He's preparing something for me. So I had to trust that process, and of course I have to be open, like we talked about earlier. You gotta be open. You cannot just say you're not good enough. You have to be open-minded, and you just have to do it and face those challenge. If you wanna be a good example, you want to be inspired a lot of people, you want to motivate people, right? So yes, thank you for that. And then it's really a good topic, you know. And of course, the third question is no here. So how do you feel now compared to before you started, and who might be encouraged? What's that? Who? Hold on. So how do you feel now compared to before you started, and who might be encouraged by hearing your story today? Let's start with Mars.
Okay. So how do I feel now compared? Honestly, I feel more grounded and aligned than I did before. I feel a lot more confident. I trust myself more, and I feel so proud of the growth that I can't always see on the outside. And yeah, because being consistent is the key. And again, you just keep doing it. And so now I feel like wow, I can do it. Just it's happening. And so my hope, my story encourages mamas, because I'm a mom, and working parents, um, or anyone starting over quietly, especially those who are doing their best behind the scenes and wondering if it's enough for them. So that is who I'm encouraging, you mamas and those working parents, that you can also do it. If I can do it, if these ladies can do it, you can do it. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mars. I know, right? If we can do it, they can do it too, and for sure they have that nudge, in their heart. So, yes, how about you, Vanessa? How do you feel now compared to before you started? And who do you think needs to hear your story?
So I think I'm a more grown up woman compared to when I started, because I learned a lot of things and I met a lot of different people, and I listen very different stories. So I felt very motivated. And I think my story and my experience can motivate single moms, because I'm a single mom. And I think when we are a single moms, we have too much in our plate, but we can handle it if you really want. And my biggest motivation is my daughter. Sometimes I know that moms can think, oh, I'm very exhausting, and when my kids ask me something, it's hard, and I don't want to disappoint in them. But for me, when my daughter has a wish or wants something for me, it's a motivation to get it, you know. And I always hear my daughter saying that, oh, you are amazing, mom. You can do this, and you always get what you want. So it's really powerful, hear that, because our kids, they follow our example, not so much what we tell them, right? So yeah, I think I can inspire, especially single moms. um, Sometimes it's a challenge, but other times it's like a blessing. Everything we can accomplish as a single mom, because we need to take care of everything by ourselves. So it's really nice when we just look back and see how far we get. So yeah, I think that. Thank you, Cecil.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing that. I know, right? So, for me, compared to before I started, I feel more, I would say, confident and more focused and more aligned, because I know my story can encourage someone who feels stuck to keep going. And like you said, single mom, working parents, that you feel like you're stuck and you're in the cycle, this can be, your story as well. So one thing I've learned is that growth changes you, right? Before it changes your result. So yes, thank you, ladies, for your wonderful story and testimony.
You're
And
welcome.
also to those that watching this live or on replay, I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. So drop in the comments what's one small win you've had experienced recently. Okay, and I want to leave you with this also: you don't have to be finished or to be impactful. Your progress matters, your obedience matters, your story matters. So thank you so much to Vanessa and Mars for sharing from their heart, and I'm so grateful to do this journey with you both. And also, how about um give some final word, Mars, to your audience.
A final word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my final word is, if you feel a nudge that you want to do something and you find something, don't hesitate and just do it. Do it. Because if you don't do it, then you're going to be stuck in the same thing, doing the same thing over and over for the rest of your life. And for me, my online digital business was an opportunity that came to me. Actually, I was scrolling and I read an ad, and it was Vanessa's ad, and I was like, you know what? If I need to see what this is all about. And I was curious. And you know what? I never looked back. And I'm so happy that I saw this opportunity. And honestly, everybody has a social media account, whether you're in different platforms. I know right now everyone is on social media, and it's like when you find something, just do it. And what I love about what we have here is the community that we have. Like, I love doing these lives with Vanessa and Saiso. We get to do this, and it's helping me to become a better version of myself. But this is not the only thing that I get to do. I get to do other things. And what I love about what I do and what we do is that we get to learn so many good things. And that's, good values. And when I'm doing that, I can see now I'm creating a purpose for me and for my family, and I know where I'm going. So for my viewers, my audiences, mamas out there, if you're home or you're stuck and you're just working and you want to find something, this is it. Th- There, I don't know anything else out there that you can do, and you can also work from home, or you have your phone and you can bring it with you and use it. And that's our tool, is our phone. And let me tell you, everybody has a phone, right? So that is my word of encouragement. I just wanted to share this from my heart and why it sparked me to do what I'm doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa.
So, my final advice. Um, I know that a lot of people are always complaining and thinking about the bills and everything they need to get and to pay and everything. And but sometimes that door that you want so badly that's open for you, it's right in front of the decision you don't take.
Mhm.
So you need to take a decision. As soon as you decide what you want and why do you want that, all the doors will open for you. Of course, there is a process between when everything begins and when everything starts working from itself. But the process, it's good, enjoy the process, but because it's where you learn, where you grow, and where you create good relationships. So I think instead of you are waiting for the new year to start something, uh, start now.
Mhm.
uh, Start this and make like a Christmas gift for yourself.
Mhm.
I don't like to wait for the new year, because if you wait for the new year, usually you don't decide anything, and then another year will come to an end, and you look back and see, okay, I didn't do anything. So it's really important to take decisions and go after and never give up uh, on yourself and your dreams. It's really important.
Mhm.
So if you want to do something different, if you really want to change your life and be able to enjoy your life and live, uh, take that decision and give an opportunity, because this business is the best tool you can have to earn money and live your life as well at the same time. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. And I hope you have a wonderful time with your family. Thank you, Cecil.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. So to those who are watching, mom, single mom, working parent, this is for you. If this conversation spoke to you and you're curious about it, what we're building, feel free to message us. Word maybe info already. No pressure, just conversation. And thank you for spending time with us. Keep going. Your win is closer than you think. God bless everyone. And before that, I just want to say hi, Janet, watching from Australia. Hi.
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 Hi. Thank you for watching. And Linda,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Again. See you again next week.
Yep.
Yeah, next week
Yes. Thank you.
before Christmas.
Oh,
We are almost in the Christmas time.
Oh my
right. Merry
gosh.
Christmas, everybody. So
Merry
happy
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay.
All right.
And also, don't forget that what is the reason of the Christmas? Of course, Jesus is the
Yeah,
reason for the
that's right.
season. Thank
Yes.
It's
you.
not the presents under the tree, it's your loved ones that are with you around the tree.
Yep.
Yes, it's not the present.
Yep. And Jesus is the reason for the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the present, but if you want to give me a present, it's okay too.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, ladies. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.